We can, like, if you touch my stomach, I can be a totally different temperature than Brittany would be. It's so weird. And our hands, sometimes, not right now, but a lot of times our hands are different temperatures, so I get super hot way faster, and there's a distinct red line all the way down. We are 22 years old. People have been curious about us since we were born, for obvious reasons. We're identical twins who are conjoined.
Something terrible had happened to Abby and Britney. Something no one expected, especially with the CIA involved. No one can believe the sisters would go so far. As they got ready for their last year of college, Abby suddenly felt a sharp pain in her stomach, but Britney didn't feel it at all. This was unusual for the twins, who share a body, and it left them both scared. What happened to Abby and Britney is more shocking than anyone thought, and there's more to come. Teaching, friendship, and graduation. While Abby and Britney continued their daily routines, teaching, hanging out with friends, and preparing for graduation, this contrast in physical sensations highlighted how different they were, even though they shared a body. They had always known they were separate individuals with their own personalities, but now it became even more clear that they could experience things differently too. But what they didn't know was that this difference would soon lead to a life-changing discovery. At first, the pain was just a small problem for Abby, but it quickly became worse. They had to get medical help fast. Doctors tried to find out what was causing the pain, and their community watched closely, hoping for good news. Abby and Britney had always managed to live a somewhat normal life despite their extraordinary situation. From the day they were born, Abby and Britney faced many challenges. Doctors weren't sure they would survive because of the complications that came with sharing certain organs.
They lifted their heads on schedule, they moved, they smiled, they ate. You know, everything just was working.
You could see them progressing every day. One day you'd see them grabbing onto the coffee table.
But their parents, Patty and Mike, chose to stay positive and focus on giving them a life filled with love and hope instead of focusing on the difficulties. As the twins grew up, they were under constant medical care. They didn't reach developmental milestones as quickly as other kids, but every little achievement was a huge victory for them and their supportive family. With every challenge they faced, their bond grew stronger and they flourished in a community that embraced them with open arms. Their school life was also unique. Abby and Britney attended regular schools where they were not only accepted, but loved. At first, their classmates were curious about their condition, but over time they came to admire the twins for their strength and resilience. They became an important part of school life, and their involvement in events helped them form strong friendships. But their condition also brought them into the public spotlight. They were featured on TV shows and documentaries, becoming known to people around the world. However, their parents always made sure the world saw Abby and Britney as two separate individuals with their own dreams and preferences. Abby was lively and athletic, while Britney preferred quieter and more creative activities. Living as conjoined twins meant that their daily lives required incredible teamwork. Abby controlled one side of their body and Britney controlled the other. Simple tasks like walking, eating, and getting dressed became complex exercises in coordination and understanding. Their ability to work together like this showed not just physical coordination, but a deep respect for each other's needs and desires. As Abby and Britney grew older, they faced many health issues related to their unique physical connection. They had to go through several surgeries to stay healthy, each one requiring careful coordination from a team of specialized doctors and strong support from their family.
Separate, and we can see this in the x-ray of their pelvis here. They have a single pelvis, but two separate sacrums, which is the lower part of the vertebral column. So I don't think anyone can explain how this happens.
Regular checkups were essential to ensure they could continue living their active lives. But surprisingly, these health challenges were not the hardest things they had to deal with. The emotional complexities of living so closely connected brought their own set of challenges. The twins had to navigate tough emotional moments and daily situations that tested their strength. However, these experiences also deepened their bond and prepared them to face life's ups and downs together. Abby and Britney attended Bethel University in Minnesota, where they took part in both the social and academic sides of college life. Despite their physical limitations, they did very well and showed that they could live full, meaningful lives. After graduating, they both became preschool teachers, a job they loved because it gave them the chance to help and teach others. Along the way, they inspired many people to look beyond appearances and see them as individuals with their own unique goals and personalities. From their time in college to their roles in the classroom, Abby and Britney faced each day with courage and enthusiasm. After earning their degrees, they decided to teach in the same preschool classroom, a choice that fit them perfectly. Abby, who was energetic and outgoing, had a natural talent for breaking down complex ideas for children. Britney, who was more calm and gentle, became a favorite among the young students for her soothing presence. Their different personalities made them a great team. Abby brought energy and excitement to the lessons, capturing the children's attention, while Britney created a nurturing and supportive atmosphere where kids felt safe and cared for. Together, they not only taught academic subjects, but also important life lessons about respect, hard work, and cooperation. Their teaching style didn't just foster learning, it built a sense of community in their classroom. However, being a preschool teacher, with its long hours of standing and engaging with active children, presented physical challenges for them. Over time, they developed ways to handle these demands, ensuring that they could keep doing the work they loved without overexerting themselves. Their impact went beyond teaching. Abby and Britney influenced the values and character of their students, leaving a lasting impression on the young minds they helped shape. While at first people were focused on their conjoined condition, they soon shifted their attention to the twins' remarkable influence as teachers in their dedication to living a joyful and fulfilling life. As their story gained more public interest, people became curious about their personal lives, especially topics like relationships and family planning. Instead of avoiding these questions, Abby and Britney addressed them with honesty and openness, helping to foster a greater understanding of their lives. This also sparked important conversations about personal choices and independence. Their journey has been featured in documentaries and interviews, showing the world their lives from childhood to adulthood. These media appearances gave people a glimpse of their strong connection and their determination to overcome life's hurdles. As a result, Abby and Britney have not only changed how people see conjoined twins, but also opened up broader conversations about living with disabilities. Their openness has inspired many, proving that happiness and success are possible even when faced with tough physical and social obstacles. Abby and Britney are more than just two individuals connected by a rare condition. They are passionate educators and role models who show the importance of facing challenges head-on and recognizing the unique strengths that each person brings to society. Their regular public appearances and honest discussions about their lives have helped shift people's views on disability. By sharing their experiences, they have encouraged wider conversations in schools, workplaces, and communities around the world, helping to increase awareness and acceptance for people living with disabilities. Their love for life and determination to overcome their physical condition has inspired many people to rethink their own challenges. Next, let's see how Abby and Britney express themselves through their unique style and activities. Bold colors, bold lives. Abby and Britney are unique not only because of their physical condition, but also because of their bright, bold sense of style. With pink and purple hair, sparkling hats, and eye-catching jewelry, they love to express themselves through their fashion choices. Their style shows off their personalities and independence. Even more, they use their life experiences to teach others about overcoming challenges and appreciating differences, especially through their work as teachers and advocates for people with disabilities. They openly share both the good and tough moments of their journey while keeping some parts of their lives private. This balance helps them inspire others, showing that it's possible to control your own story no matter the circumstances. But their influence goes beyond just fashion and teaching. Abby and Britney are actively involved in raising awareness about disabilities, which helps people understand more and break down wrong ideas. They push for more inclusive environments in schools, workplaces, and public spaces, aiming to change policies and create better support for people with disabilities. Their work in this area is crucial because it helps build a more accepting society. Their story also highlights how important family and community support is. Abby and Britney often talk about how much their family has helped them, giving them the strength to face their unique challenges. This part of their story is not just inspiring, it's practical, offering advice and hope to families going through similar situations.
Taking your quiz, go.
With Brittany, I think she's a little more quiet, a little more reserved, thinks through some things, maybe not quite as assertive, certainly more contemplative.
It shows that with love and encouragement, even the toughest challenges can be faced together. Through their advocacy and public speaking, Abby and Britney are committed to teaching the world about what it's like to live as conjoined twins. They show that with determination and support, people with disabilities can accomplish amazing things. Their story is one of shared strength and resilience, and proving that even with challenges, life can be full and rewarding. However, even as they encourage others, Abby and Britney still face serious medical challenges. Conjoined twins are very rare, occurring in about 1 in every 50,000 to 200,000 births. Many conjoined twins have health problems early on, and their ability to survive depends on how and where they are joined. For example, twins who are joined at the chest may share important organs like the heart, making separation surgery very risky. But that's not the hardest part. The decision to even consider separation surgery is incredibly difficult for families. It requires a deep understanding of the medical risks, and in many cases, the surgery might not be possible at all. Abby and Britney, like many other conjoined twins, have had to face this reality, knowing that their future depends on careful medical evaluations and the specifics of how they are connected. Twins can be joined in various places, such as the abdomen, chest, or even the head, and the location of the connection plays a big role in determining whether surgery is possible. For example, twins joined at the abdomen may share a liver but have separate hearts, which gives them a better chance of survival compared to twins joined at the chest, who might share a heart. Each case is unique, and the risks are different for each set of twins. When twins are diagnosed as conjoined, which can happen as early as 12 weeks into pregnancy through ultrasound or MRI, doctors and families begin planning for possible surgeries. These surgeries are complex and require weighing the risks and potential outcomes carefully. In some cases, if the twins' health is in danger, surgery may happen earlier than planned, but sometimes separation is simply not an option, and the twins must adjust to life together, as Abby and Britney have done so beautifully. But even with all the medical challenges, Abby and Britney's emotional connection is one of the most special parts of their story. They have a bond that is rare and deep, and this connection helps them face the unique social and medical challenges that come with being conjoined. The emotional and ethical issues surrounding separation surgery are tough, but for those who remain conjoined, like Abby and Britney, life can be rich and fulfilling. Of course, the physical challenges they face are only one part of the story. Emotional well-being is just as important, and Abby and Britney have shown that with the right support, they can lead happy, successful lives. Advances in healthcare have made it possible for many conjoined twins to live long, meaningful lives. But this doesn't mean the journey is over. More research and understanding are needed to keep improving care for conjoined twins, and Abby and Britney's story shows just how resilient people can be when facing extraordinary challenges from birth. Now, let's find out how they manage their privacy and share their life stories. Triumphs and gritty trials. Abby and Britney have always been open about the hard and good parts of their lives. They've talked about the difficult moments, the surgeries, and the challenges of being conjoined twins, but they've also shared their victories and the things that make them proud. By sharing these moments, they helped others understand what it's like to live with a disability. They've inspired people to be kinder and more understanding to those who face different challenges. Even though they let people see some parts of their lives, they also knew when to step back and keep some things just for themselves. Growing up was not easy for the twins. They faced many medical challenges and had to go through several surgeries to make life a little easier. But no matter what, Abby and Britney stayed positive. They didn't let these difficulties stop them from living their lives. They went to a regular public school, made friends, and took part in after-school activities like any other kids. They faced their challenges head-on, with smiles and courage. One big misunderstanding people often have about conjoined twins is that they share the same thoughts or emotions. This is something Abby and Britney have worked really hard to explain. Even though they share a body, they are two different people with their own likes, dislikes, and dreams. They've done interviews and made public appearances to show people that they are not the same person. For example, each twin controls one half of their shared body, meaning one twin controls the left side while the other controls the right. This makes everyday tasks a little tricky, but they have learned to work together in an amazing way that impresses everyone who sees it. Imagine for a moment trying to coordinate your every move with someone else. Always. How do they manage to live their lives like this? After they graduated from public school, Abby and Britney decided to continue their education. They went to Bethel University in Minnesota and earned degrees in education. By doing this, they showed the world that their physical condition didn't hold them back from reaching their dreams. Their determination and hard work proved that they could achieve anything they set their minds to, just like anyone else. In recent years, a new and exciting chapter began in their lives when Abby got married to Joshua Bowling, a nurse and U.S. Army veteran, in November 2021. This moment was a beautiful and happy celebration, marking a huge milestone for Abby and Britney. Abby also became a stepmother to Joshua's daughter from a past relationship. This new role showed just how much love and care Abby had to give, not just to her husband, but also to her new stepdaughter. Even though Abby and Britney prefer to keep their personal lives private, they know that people are naturally curious about them. After all, their story is quite unique. They've started using social media, like TikTok, to share small glimpses of their lives, including moments from Abby's wedding. They've used these platforms to answer some of the questions people have and to connect with their audience. By doing this, they keep their story in their own hands, sharing what they feel comfortable with while still protecting the parts of their lives they want to keep private. Recently shared some big and exciting moments from their lives on social media. They live in Minnesota, and in many ways, their lives are filled with the same joys and responsibilities as anyone else. Now, in their mid-30s, Abby and Britney have faced many different phases of life, going to school, starting their careers, and building relationships with incredible strength and the ability to adapt. They have been working as teachers in Minnesota for more than 10 years now, showing their dedication to their jobs, even though their life is more complicated than most people's. Adding to the mix, Abby has taken on the role of a stepmother as Josh has a daughter from a previous relationship. Becoming a stepmom brings another challenge and joy to their lives, blending both their family and work lives smoothly. The twins have also bought a new house and have been enjoying traveling together, showing that they are determined to live normal, happy lives despite any obstacles they may face. How do you think Abby and Britney manage their personal boundaries while being physically connected? Like, comment with your thoughts, and don't forget to subscribe for more discussions like this.